Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us on TAPS Radio and TAPS TV. TAPS Volleyball 2019 from Waco, Texas. University High has welcomed us for our championship games. Today's 2A contest, semifinal number 1, Austin Waldorf School and Huntsville Alpha Omega Academy. Thank you for joining us for today's broadcast. We'll be back momentarily as we announce the starting lineups. Thank you again for joining us on TAPS TV and TAPS Radio for today's contest. Our designated visiting school today, Waldorf School from Austin, Texas. Head coach Matthew Cisneros and assistant coach Whitney Pond. Our designated home team will be Alpha Omega Academy from Huntsville. Head coach Janice Hudson. We appreciate you joining us here on TAPS TV for today's semifinal contest. Tomorrow's finals will be played at 12:30 p.m. again here at University High School. We'd like to thank Waco and Waco ISD for hosting this year's championships for 2A volleyball. Thank you for joining us on TAPS TV and TAPS Radio for today's contest. Special shout of thanks out to TASO, the Texas Association of Sports Officials, for providing officials for today's match. The game's not possible if the officials aren't there. Thank you again, TASO, for providing excellent officials for our contest here in Waco this year. TAPS Volleyball 2019, the 2A semifinal number 1, will continue momentarily on TAPS TV and TAPS Radio. John Pritchett, the voice of TAPS, will be our stadium announcer today. Appreciate John joining us again for TAPS Volleyball 2019. Officials whistle calls both teams to the bench for last-minute instructions. We'll be back shortly with the starting lineups for both teams. Thank you again for joining us here on TAPS TV and TAPS Radio for today's 2A semifinal. Waldorf School, Austin, Texas. Alpha Omega Academy, Huntsville, Texas. Waldorf will be wearing their purple jerseys today, and they'll be on the left-hand side of the court as we begin. Alpha Omega, the Lady Lions, will be in navy from the right-hand side. Thank you again for joining us here today on TAPS TV and TAPS Radio for today's 2A semifinal action. So far today, we've had hotly contested matches. All 7 games have been decided by 2 points. Most went over the 25-point minimum. We appreciate you joining us here today on TAPS Radio and TAPS TV for today's championship contest. Today's championship is governed by the Texas Association of Private and Parochial Schools. Good sportsmanship and competition with honors are the hallmark of our teams and of our competition. Again, we appreciate you joining us here. We're live from University High School in Waco, Texas for today's semifinal contest. Thank you for joining us on TAPS TV and TAPS Radio. We'll be back momentarily with the starting lineups. For Austin Waldorf School, number 1, Clara Pickens. Number 2, Angela Ciaba. Number 3, Risa Olson. Number 4, Eva McGuire. Number 5, Miranda Sekel. Number 6, Natalie Green. Number 7, Ruby Bledsoe. Number 8, Ruby Tunney. Number 9, Gabriela Marquez. Number 10, Charlotte Brenner. Number 11, Daisy Palmer. Number 12, Theo Morin. Number 13, Olivia Platt. And number 14, Farrah White. Head coach, Matthew Cisneros. And assistant coach, Whitney Pond. Austin Waldorf School. Here, TAPS 2A semifinal number 1 for TAPS Volleyball 2019. Our designated home team today, Alpha Omega Academy out of Huntsville, Texas. Alpha Omega Academy is led by Janice Hudson. Number 3, Josephine McMahon. Number 5, Mia Smith. Number 4, Jessica Coors. Number 6, Kara Walker. Number 7, Abby Stewart. Number 8, Natalie Rex. Number 10, Shelby Atkins. Number 11, Jaden Verrier. Number 12, Allie Brenton. And number 16, Nicole Coors. Thank you for joining us on TAPS TV. We'll be back momentarily for the Invocation and for the National Anthem. Thank you for joining us for the 2A Championships here from Waco, Texas. TAPS Volleyball 2019. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. TAPS 2A Volleyball, Alpha Omega Academy, Huntsville, Texas, Waldorf School, Austin, Texas. Again, thank you to our officials. They're here from Tasso to make sure the contest is run cleanly and smoothly. We appreciate everybody in attendance today and everybody listening on TAPS Radio or watching on TAPS TV. Thank you for joining us on today's contest. If you're watching on TV, to our right, the Lady Lions of Huntsville Alpha Omega in blue. To your left, in purple, Waldorf School. Thank you for joining us here today. We'll be back momentarily with the beginning of today's action. Children's Health Andrews Institute providing our trainers for today's action, here to keep our student athletes safe and sound as they compete for their state championship dreams. We'd also like to thank Wilson Sporting Goods for providing today's game ball. They are our official partners. Thank you for them. Thank you for their opportunity to serve. We also have a new sponsor in Chipotle, real food for real people, and we thank Chipotle for being here for us today. Again, TAPS 2A State Volleyball Championships from Waco University High School. Both teams look ready. Both coaches look ready. The officials are ready. Ball sent back to number 10. That's Charlotte Brenner. She will serve into action. 2A state final, semifinal here from Waco, Texas. Brenner's a senior outside hitter. She sends deep to the far side. Ball comes back this way to number 16. Number 16 was Nicole Kors on the whistle. Point awarded to Austin Waldorf. Our score, Waldorf 1, Alpha Omega 0. Again, number 10, senior Charlotte Brenner, outside hitter Waldorf. Ball sent back over by number 11. That's Jaden Verrier. Good hit by number 3, Risa Olson. Barrier again. Olson with the tip. We're feeding number 4 on the far side. Number 4 on the far side. That's Jessica Kors. Jessica Kors gets the Lions on the board. Alpha Omega 1. Waldorf 1. That was number 16, Nicole Kors with the serve. Number 7 for Waldorf with the hit. 4 pushes across, ball kept into play. Number 7 again. Number 7 is Ruby Bledsoe, and she earns the point for the Waldorf school. Waldorf 2, Alpha Omega 1. Ball put into play by number 5, Miranda Seckel. That's number 7 for Alpha Omega. That was Abby Stewart returning Seckel's serve. We're all tied at 2, Alpha Omega and Waldorf. Number 7 after the hit, Abby Stewart. She will be serving. She's a junior middle. Deep and right down the middle, goes to the far side. Ball set for number 10. That was Charlotte Brenner. On the whistle, point awarded Waldorf. Waldorf 3, Alpha Omega 2. This is going to be number 11, Daisy Palmer. Daisy Palmer with the serve for Waldorf. Hard serve to the middle. Ball set. That's number 7, Abby Stewart. Abby Stewart with another kill. We're tied at 3. Number 4, Jessica Kors with the serve. Ball set to the far side. That's number 3 for Waldorf. That was Risa Olson with the hit. With that point, Waldorf goes ahead 4-3, and number 3, Risa Olson. She's on serve. Abby Stewart picked it off the ground. Number 4 with the hit, Jessica Kors. We're feeding number 10 on the far side. Number 10 for Waldorf for Charlotte Brenner. Waldorf resets play. Risa Olson unable to clear the net. We're tied at 4 apiece. Waldorf 4, Alpha Omega 4. In the first of our 2A semifinals. Serving for Alpha Omega, number 11, Jaden Verrier. We're going to set to the far side. That's number 10. That was a kill by Charlotte Brenner. Charlotte Brenner puts Waldorf ahead 5-4. Serving now, number 4, Eva McGuire. McGuire's net serve ties us up at 5. Little early jitters here. Both teams playing well. Brings number 8 to the service, Natalie Rex. Natalie Rex for Alpha Omega. Good pickup by number 11. Risa Olson sends the ball over. We're going to set to the near side to number 16. Number 16 fights through the block. That was Nicole Kors with the point. Alpha Omega 6, Waldorf 5 here in this early in this first game of the first of 2 semifinals for the 2A Volleyball Championships. Number 8, Natalie Rex with the serve. Unable to clear the net, ties us up at 6. Waldorf 6, Alpha Omega 6. Number 12 retreating to serve. That's Theo Morin. Theo Morin with the serve. Net serve brings us 7 for Alpha Omega, 6 for Waldorf. Serving for Alpha Omega, number 12, Allie Brenton. Good job by Waldorf to pick up the serve. They're feeding number 7. That was a good choice. Good hit by Ruby Bledsoe. Alpha Omega able to clear over the net. We're serving Bledsoe again. Goes to the middle. Saved by Alpha Omega and sent back over by 16, Nicole Kors. We're going to serve this time, set up number 10. Set came to number 10. Good pound, but no ground. Now we're serving 7 again. Block at the net. Now they come forward. That was number 7, Abby Stewart. She had the block, and then she had the hit. Good job that time. 8 serving 6. That's number 12, Allie Brenton. Alpha Omega, Risa Olson gets it over the net. Looks like we're going to set number 11 for Alpha Omega. That was Jaden Verrier. Now we're going to set number 10 for the Waldorf. Gets the ball over. Set to the far side to number 4. Setting number 10 again, Charlotte Brenner. Charlotte Brenner's shot is in. 7 for Waldorf, 8 for Alpha Omega. It's a close match, and number 10, Charlotte Brenner, now retreats to the serve. Point Alpha Omega, number 16, Nicole Kors serves again. Alpha Omega 9, Waldorf 7. Kors sends the ball in deep. Number 11, we're going to set number 7 again. They continue to go to Ruby Bledsoe. This time we push to Risa Olson. Risa Olson with the tip. Abby Stewart responds. Going back to Olson again. This time swings through. Flags go down immediately. It's in. Point Waldorf. Waldorf 8, Alpha Omega 9. It's a close match. Now our libero for Waldorf, number 5, Miranda Seacole with the shot. She will have the serve. Miranda sets it. Ball in play. Miss hit. See if they can clear. They do. Ball back on the Waldorf side. We're setting number 3, Risa Olson. Good shot. Good recovery by Alpha Omega, sent back into the Waldorf end. Risa Olson set again, fights through the block. This ball set deep to number 16, Kors. Risa Olson on the far side, set again, finds the ground and ties us up. Waldorf 9, Alpha Omega 9. Libero subbing in for Alpha Omega number 6. Number 6 is Carol Walker. Service by number 5 continues, Miranda Seacole. Ball goes long. We're tied. Apologize, Alpha Omega goes up 1. 10-9, Alpha Omega. Brings Abby Stewart, number 7. She will serve. Stewart serves and goes deep down the middle. Pickup going to Olson. Olson with the tip, block at the net. Set Olson again. This time she swings through. Finds a weak spot, scores the point. Good job by Olson. Brings us to 10-10, number 11. That's Daisy Palmer stepping back to serve for Waldorf. On the whistle, Palmer puts the ball in play, but it sails long. That's going to be a point for Alpha Omega. Alpha Omega 11, Waldorf 10. It's number 4, Jessica Kors with the serve. Ball played well. This one again sent to Olson on the far side. Risa Olson's been active from that far corner. Olson with the point, ties us up at 11. Now Olson with the serve. Risa Olson. Set for Natalie Rex. Natalie Rex with the tip. Brings Alpha Omega to closer, but point goes on the whistle to Waldorf. Waldorf 12, Alpha Omega 11. Risa Olson with the serve. Ball played high, played back over by her libero, unable to clear the net. Natalie Rex had good, I'm sorry, that was number 6, Kara Walker, had good intention. Waldorf takes a 13-11 lead. Olsen with the serve. Quick tip, gets over. Good recovery by Waldorf. Number 10 puts the ball back to play. Now we'll have number 11 attacking for, that's Jaden Verrier. Back on the Alpha Omega side. Ball pushed back over. Now we're going to set number 10. That's Charlotte Brenner. Charlotte Brenner through the block and for the point. Waldorf School 14, Alpha Omega 11. We have a timeout by Alpha Omega. Timeout, game 1 of our 2A semifinal number 1. Alpha Omega 11, Waldorf School 14. Thank you for joining us on TAPS Radio and TAPS TV.
Aiden loves playing baseball. He's in his element when he picks up a baseball bat.
When Aiden tore his ACL last year, we were all devastated. We didn't think that a 13-year-old could have a problem such as that.
Children's Health Andrews Institute for Orthopedic and Sports Medicine not only repaired Aiden's ACL, but they gave him the knowledge and skills to prevent any future injuries.
Now, less than a year later, he's back to hitting homers and doing phenomenal.
Both teams return to the court. Reese Olson with serve for Waldorf School. Waldorf with a 14-11 lead. See if Alpha Omega was settled. Coach Hudson gave them their talk. Olson sends us to play. Ball set for 16, Coors. Coors goes to the deep near side. Ball set to the far side of number 10. That's Brenner. Block at the net. Good job that time by number 8, Natalie Rex. 12 for Alpha Omega, 14 for Waldorf. Number 11, this is going to be Jaden Verrier with the serve. Ball goes long, flag goes up. Point for Waldorf. Waldorf 15, Alpha Omega 12. Game 1, 15-12, Alpha Omega trailing. Number 4, this is Eva McGuire with the serve. Hard flat serve, recovered well. Number 16, Coors with the hit. Good job on the back row by Risa Olson. Ball sent long, it was touched, it goes off the block. We have point Waldorf, Waldorf 16, Alpha Omega 12. Number 4, Eva McGuire continues with serve. Waldorf continues on the attack. That was number 10, Brenner. Point goes to Alpha Omega. Alpha Omega with the serve, number 8. Number 8 will be Natalie Rex. Our score, Alpha Omega 13, Waldorf 16. Ball off the Waldorf player brings us to Alpha Omega 14, Waldorf 16. Tightly contested game here in game number 1. Number 8, Natalie Rex with serve. Good recovery. Risa Olson sends the ball deep. Abby Stewart, number 7, fights through the block, comes back to the Alpha Omega side. Ball pushed over and deep. Here comes the set for number 7. Makes the shot. Good pushback by number 12. That was Allie Brenton. And the score for Alpha Omega. Score Alpha Omega 15, Waldorf 16. Number 8, Natalie Rex with serve. Good recovery by Waldorf off the serve receive. Ball's played up for number 4. Flag goes up, it's out. That was Jessica Coors trying to attack the back line, unable to get it in. Our score, Waldorf 17, Alpha Omega 15. Number 12, Theo Morin with serve. Theo Morin, number 12 for Waldorf with serve. Net serve brings us to 17-16. Waldorf still with the lead. Number 12, Allie Brenton with the serve. Allie Brenton, Alpha Omega with the serve. Number 8, Ruby Tunney has entered the game for Waldorf. We're going near side to number 7. Good job by Alpha Omega to keep the ball up, but unable to beat the block. Number 7, Ruby Bledsoe. brings our score. Alpha Omega 16, Waldorf 18. Number 10, that's number 10, Charlotte Brenner with the serve. Good serve receive. We're going to set to the far side to Coors. Off the Alpha Waldorf players. Point. Alpha Omega hanging in there. They're down 1, 17. Waldorf 18. Number 16, Nicole Coors with the serve. Coors with the serve. Good serve receive. We're going to set number 3, Olsen. Olsen with the tip. Looking for the flag. They say in. Point awarded to Waldorf. Waldorf 19. Alpha Omega 17. Our serve in play by number 5, Miranda Sekel. That's Abby Stewart. Abby Stewart with a shot, number 7. Abby Stewart will now have serve. Alpha Omega 18, Waldorf 19. Abby Stewart serving for Alpha Omega. Both teams feeling each other out a little bit. Point, Alpha Omega ties this up at 19 apiece. Abby Stewart with the serve. Number 11 tried to make the tip. Olsen keeps the ball alive. Ball goes over the net. Good job by Waldorf keeping the ball alive. Tipped in again. Alpha Omega looks to set to the near side. That was number 11. Pushed the ball long off a Waldorf player. Alpha Omega, 1-point advantage, 20-19. Timeout, Waldorf. Thank you for joining us on TAPS TV and TAPS Radio for today's contest between Austin Waldorf School and Huntsville Alpha Omega Academy. Waldorf's retaking the court. They're ready to play. Number 7, Abby Stewart with serve for Alpha Omega. Ball played up, number 3. Sends the ball in. Quick look, flag went down immediately. That's Reese Olsen. Ties the score at 20. Number 11 coming to line to serve will be Daisy Palmer for Waldorf. All tied up at 20 here in game 1. Reese Olsen, the ball is in, played the back line, played it well. Advantage Waldorf. Our score 21 for Waldorf, 20 for Alpha Omega. Alpha Omega serve receive. They're going to number 11 for the shot. That was Jaden Verrier. Number 10 comes forward for Waldorf, plays it well. Verrier again sends it deep. Reese Olsen, tap across. Deep push that time. Waldorf recovers. Here's Reese Olsen. She was aiming deep again. She likes that back line. There's number 11. Number 11 gets up and gets a good hit. That's Jaden Verrier. Jaden Verrier ties our score at 21 apiece. Jessica Coors up to serve, number 4. Jessica Coors up to serve. Ball almost misplayed. Recovery by Risa Olsen right through the block. Earns the point for Waldorf. Waldorf 22, Alpha Omega 21. Olsen now to serve. Senior outside hitter Risa Olsen with the serve. Serve receive goes out, unable to control. That's a point for Waldorf. Waldorf 23, Alpha Omega 21. Alpha Omega will take the timeout. Thank you for joining us on TAPS TV for today's 2A semifinal from Waco, Texas. Risa Olsen back at the serve line. Risa Olsen, Austin Waldorf, 23-21 with the lead. Unable to handle the deep serve. Olsen brings him to 24-21. Waldorf has a chance here. This is set point, game point, 24-21, game point. This is Risa Olsen trying to close it out. And she does. First game. Waldorf 25, Alpha Omega 21. After a brief intermission, we'll be back to continue the 2A championship contest here from Waco University High. Thank you for joining us on TAPS TV and TAPS Radio.
Hi, we're thrilled to be here today with our new partner, Chipotle. And I'm here with Shane, and Shane is representing them here in Texas. And we're thrilled with this new partnership. Tell us a little bit about why Chipotle chose to be a partner with TAPS.
Yeah, so Chipotle understands the importance of nutrition, and so Chipotle has essentially started a whole new initiative of real food for real athletes. And Chipotle understands that athletes need to eat a little differently than the regular Joe, and so they are bringing proper nutrition and a little bit of education to the sports world.
And then tell us a little bit about what you're doing with the schools. Once you've met with the coaches here in the hospitality lounge at Volleyball, tell us what your goal is in interacting with our coaches and our families.
Yeah, so we're working to get into the schools to provide athletes education on the proper ways to eat. So we will talk to coaches, first get them to understand that what we're doing is going to be beneficial for their program, for them, and for their athletes. And so we will then go in, we'll talk to their athletes, we'll give nutrition talks, team talks, however that may be, and we'll talk to the athletes about macronutrients and the fuel that they put in their body.
Now, I understand that you guys are actually giving out trophies as well. Are you a good luck charm? Are you influencing who wins?
I don't know if I'm going to influence who wins, but I will sure be a great little token once they do win.
Absolutely. And perhaps if they've had real food for real athletes, they will win. Thank you, Shane.
That was a close match, 25-23, 25-21 rather, 4-point difference. Both schools had the lead at 1 point. Good job to close out by Risa Olsen at the service line. Alpha Omega, they're on the court. Waldorf, they're on the court. Teams are ready. Officials are checking the lineup. We'll be back shortly with the action on TAPS TV. Teams are ready. Officials are ready. Number 16, Nicole Kors, Alpha Omega, will begin the game with the serve. Kors puts the ball in play. Good job by Waldorf, sent back over by Olsen. Little miscommunication. Kors tries to get there, unable to do so. First point of the second game goes to Waldorf. Waldorf 1, Alpha Omega 0. That's number 5, Miranda Segal with the serve. Libero, Miranda Segal. Ball played up. See if Alpha Omega can get an attack. Waldorf on the attack. Ball falls. Risa Olsen couldn't quite get there. It was a little too close to the net on the set. Our score 1-1, number 7, Abby Stewart. Abby Stewart up for serve. Attack that time by number 10. Good job by the Alpha Omega Lions of recovery. Ball set to the middle to number 10. That's going to be Charlotte Brenner again. Alpha Omega on the attack. Course bumps over. See which way they go this time. They go to 3. They went to Risa Olsen. Flag was up. Ball goes out. It's going to be Alpha Omega 2, Waldorf 1. Abby Stewart with the serve. Olsen likes attacking the back line and deep on the sideline. Waldorf returns. Here we go. Olsen again. That time Alpha Omega unable to handle it. Our score 2-2. Waldorf 2, Alpha Omega 2. Number 11 steps back to serve. Daisy Palmer. Number 8 exits, and number 12, Theo Morin, enters for Waldorf. Good recovery. They're setting number 11. Number 11 with the shot. Does the ball get over? Excellent job to recover by Waldorf. Waldorf that time ran away from the ball instead of to it. Alpha Omega takes a 3-2 lead with number 4. Number 4 is Jessica Kors stepping back to serve. Number 3, Risa Olsen off the block with the point. 3-3, and Risa Olsen will be our server. Risa Olsen, her coach, communicates, see where she's going to put the ball into play. Deep down the middle. Unable to handle the serve. Point, Waldorf. Waldorf now leads 4-3. Olsen continues serve. Matthew Cisneros has called the play. And again, he's right. Serve unable to be returned. It's now Waldorf 5 and Alpha Omega 3. Olsen continues with serve. Libero is subbed out. See how it goes from here. Olsen goes deep to the near side. Ball is set high and in the middle. That was number 8 with the attempt. Ball unable to clear. Point awarded to Waldorf. Timeout, Alpha Omega. That was Natalie Rex on the attack. Timeout, Alpha Omega, trailing 3-6. Thank you for joining us for Game 2 of the TAPS 2A semifinal here in Waco, Texas on TAPS TV and TAPS Radio.
Aiden loves playing baseball. He's in his element when he picks up a baseball bat.
When Aiden tore his ACL last year, we were all devastated. We didn't think that a 13-year-old could have a problem such as that.
Children's Health Andrews Institute for Orthopedic and Sports Medicine not only repaired Aiden's ACL, but they gave him the knowledge and skills to prevent any future injuries.
Now, less than a year later, he's back to hitting homers and doing phenomenal.
Just had their talk. Coach Cisneros calls the serve. Risa Olsen to execute with a 6-3 lead for Waldorf. Good hustle, but unable to get the ball back over the net. Point, Waldorf. Waldorf 7, Alpha Omega 3. Abby Stewart exits. Libero Kara Walker back on. Good job by Walker to get the ball up. This is going to be an attack by number 11. Responded to well by Waldorf. Waldorf number 10 with the hit. Charlotte Brenner made it through the block. Back on the Waldorf side. We'll go back to Brenner. Brenner hits deep. It's played. See what they can do. Pushed over by number 8, Natalie Rex. Point awarded on the double to Waldorf. Waldorf now takes a 9-3 lead. Alpha Omega needs to get their composure here. It's now 9-3, apologize. 9-3, Waldorf with the lead. Coach Hudson has to call her second timeout, see what leads out of this. She's got wisdom. She needs to inspire them to start playing together as a team. Hard to handle a ball when it's hit with spin, I know, but they've got to get it together. Trailing 3-9 to the Waldorf School. Thank you for joining us on TAPS 2A Volleyball 2019. Begin play. Waldorf leading 9-3. Risa Olsen with the serve. Good return. Number 11 with the attack was Verrier. On the whistle, fourth hit. Point goes Waldorf's way. 10-3 Waldorf. Olsen continues her serve. Lions hit the floor everywhere, but unable to get the ball up and over the net. Surrender the point. Waldorf with an 8-point lead, 11-3. Olsen with serve. Ball played over by Kors. Olsen brings the ball up. That's number 10. Number 10 had a great little tip. That was Brenner. That was number 8 for Alpha Omega. Natalie Rex joins the action. Alpha Omega 4, Waldorf 11. Hit by number 4. Received well by the Lions. See what they can do. Number 16, Kors, goes to the block. The block goes out of bounds. Point, Lions. Lions of Alpha Omega 5, Waldorf 11. Number 11 puts it into play. That's Jaden Verrier. On this side, we have number 10, Brenner. Ball tipped by Kors, goes out. Point, Waldorf. Waldorf 12, Alpha Omega 5. Number 4, that's going to be Eva McGuire with the serve. Eva McGuire with the serve. Point Waldorf, 13-5. McGuire continues her serve. Ball sent in deep. Kors sets back to the middle. Number 4 attacks. That was Jessica Kors. Kors to Kors, but she sends the ball deep for a Waldorf point. Waldorf 14, Alpha Omega 5. McGuire with the serve. Net serve. Point goes to Alpha Omega. Alpha Omega trails 6-14. Number 8, Natalie Rex with the serve. Net serve, too quick to give the point back. Waldorf 15, Alpha Omega 6. This is going to be number 12. This is going to be Theo Morin with the serve. Theo Morin with our serve. Ball sent deep and out. That's going to be a point for Alpha Omega. Seven serving 15. This is number 12, Allie Brenton. Brenton with the ball in play. Good return by Waldorf. They go to number 7, Ruby Bledsoe. Good defense that time. Attack by Kors. Hits the block. Ball kept in play by Waldorf. Ball sent over by number 5, Sekel. Sorry about that. Number 16, Kors, hits the block and scores. That's going to be 8. Alpha Omega 8. Waldorf 15 here in game number 2. Waldorf making a little run, and now Omega making a run. That's number 12, Allie Brenton. Number 10 with the kill. That's Charlotte Brenner. Charlotte Brenner. (16-8). Number 10, Charlotte Brenner with the serve, leading 16-8 here in game number 2. Serves deep and right down that right-hand side. Ball reset to number 16, Coors. Number 3, Risa Olson fights into the block. Point for the Lions. Alpha Omega 9, Waldorf 16. Number 16, that's going to be Nicole Coors with the serve. Coors gets Coach Hudson's advice, sends it deep down the middle. Set to number 7 on the far side, hits into the block. Number 7 was Ruby Bledsoe. She earns the point for Waldorf. Waldorf 17, Alpha Omega 9. This is number 5, Miranda Sekel. Sekel sends the ball deep in the middle. Good tip back over. See what we have on the whistle. Net violation by Waldorf. Gives the point. Point earned by the Alpha Omega Lions. Alpha Omega 10, Waldorf 17. Number 7, Abby Stewart with the serve. Stewart serves right down the middle. It's going to be a set this time for Risa Olson. Olson had a good look at the back line and hit just long. Point, Alpha Omega. Alpha Omega 11, Waldorf 17. Number 7, Abby Stewart continues with her serve. Stewart goes short this time. Good job to pick it up by the Waldorf. Ball in play now on the Lions side. That's going to be number 11 with the touch over. That's Jaden Verrier. A good little run here by Alpha Omega to bring the score to Alpha Omega 12, Waldorf 17. Timeout by Coach Matthew Cisneros for Waldorf brings a momentary stop to the action. Thank you for joining us for TAPS 2A Volleyball 2019 here on TAPS TV and TAPS Radio. On the horn, we're back to action. Number 7, Abby Stewart for Alpha Omega, trailing 12-17. She's had a good run at the serve. Here we go again. Abby Stewart serves us into play. Number 11 sets to this near side. Teresa Olson on the whistle. Point, Alpha Omega. Alpha Omega climbing ever closer. 14 for Alpha Omega, 17 for Waldorf. Sorry, 13-17. Reese Olson goes deep. Ball picked up by the Lions. Number 4 with the tip over. Olson able to tip over, see if they call for the lift, and they do. Waldorf surrenders a point now, 14-17. I apologize for the incorrect score earlier. Alpha Omega 14, Abby Stewart serving to the 17 of Waldorf. Net serve gives the 18th point to Waldorf. Waldorf 18, Alpha Omega 14 here in game number 2. Waldorf took the first game 25-21. Back to serve for Waldorf, number 11, Daisy Palmer. They like that deep middle serve. They're setting to the far side to number 11. Number 11 was Jaden Verrier. Verrier with the point, found just inside the back line, brings it Alpha Omega 15, Waldorf 18. Number 4, Jessica Coors with the serve. It's a little left-handed serve, goes right down the middle. We're going to set over here to Risa Olson. Risa comes with power, well received. Little miscommunication by the Lions, letting the ball fall. Waldorf 19, Alpha Omega 15. Risa Olson here to serve. She had a great service run earlier. Ball put into play deep on the near corner. Ball set for number 8. That was Natalie Rex, and she scores the point. Point, Alpha Omega. Alpha Omega 16, Waldorf 19, game number 2. Number 11, Jaden Barrier. Number 10 on this near side, fights through the block. Defense tip over. Waldorf, we're setting number 10 again. We're looking for Brenner. She gets it through. Far side, Coors. Reset again. Number 10, see if she found it, and she did. Charlotte Brenner just inside the baseline. Waldorf 20, Alpha Omega 16. Number 4, Eva McGuire to serve for Waldorf. McGuire goes deep. Abby Stewart picks it up. Ball sent over to the near side to number 4. Number 4 shot unable to be controlled. That was Jessica Coors. Coors earns the point for Alpha Omega. Alpha Omega 17, Waldorf 20. And number 8, that's going to be Natalie Rex stepping to serve. Both teams ready on the whistle. Serve comes through. Ball played here to number 7. Number 7 had a good tip over the top. Number 16 on the far side. She serves, hits out. That was number 16, Nicole Coors, looking for the far sideline, just outside from our vantage point. Waldorf takes a 21-17 lead. On the substitution, number 8 for Waldorf. Number 8 is Ruby Tunney. Ruby Tunney, number 8 with the serve. Catches a little bit of the net, makes it difficult. See if Alpha Omega can get it over. They do. Good job on defense. Number 10, Brenner. Number 10 again for Brenner. Gets it over. Alpha Omega resets. Coors with the hit. Can't get through the block. Point out. Waldorf. Waldorf 22. Alpha Omega 17. 22-17. On serve. That's number 8, Ruby Tunney. Ball sails long, flag up immediately. Officials are all over that one. 18 for Alpha Omega. They need a service run here. 18 for Alpha Omega, 22 for Waldorf. This is number 12, Allie Brenton, trying to serve them back into the game. Number 11 sets number 7, making the curl. Ruby Bledsoe unable to get the ball over the net. 19 for Alpha Omega. They've climbed back into the game. 19, 22 for Waldorf. Again, number 12, Allie Brenton with the serve. Ball mishandled just a touch. Had a lot of spin coming off the serve and the receive. Number 11 unable to control. Daisy Palmer's okay, though. Number 12, Allie Brenton serving 20-22. Excellent job that time by Ruby Tunney to get the ball out of the bench. Alpha Omega resets. This time they come to Coors again, and it's in. Point, Alpha Omega. Alpha Omega 21, Waldorf 22. Coach Naceros uses his timeout to try to stop this run. Waldorf 22, Alpha Omega 21. TAPS 2A State Volleyball Semifinal from Waco, Texas, here on TAPS TV and TAPS Radio.
Aiden loves playing baseball. He's in his element when he picks up a baseball bat.
When Aiden tore his ACL last year, we were all devastated. We didn't think that a 13-year-old could have a problem such as that.
Children's Health Andrews Institute for Orthopedic and Sports Medicine not only repaired Aiden's ACL, but they gave him the knowledge and skills to prevent any future injuries.
Now, less than a year later, he's back to hitting homers and doing phenomenal.
Crowds are waiting to see what's going to happen here. It's a tight one. Waldorf 22, Alpha Omega 21. Alpha Omega with the serve. Allie Brenton. Teams are ready. Officials are ready. On the whistle, here we go. Allie Brenton to serve. We're going to set to the near side. That's number 10, Charlotte Brenner with the kill. Number 10, Charlotte Brenner, 23 for Waldorf. 21 for Alpha Omega, and now Brenner will step back to the serve. Good job of serve receive. Come to the near side to Coors. Good job of Waldorf of collecting themselves. Send the ball into the middle. Ball sent to Coors on the far side. Excellent block at the net by number 7. Number 7 and number 11. That was Bledsoe and Palmer. We're at game point. Number 10, Charlotte Brenner serving for the game for Waldorf. Waldorf up 24-21. Ball's in play. A lot of spin on that ball. Number 16, Coors plays through. Ball goes just over the top. See what Alpha Omega can do. They set the ball. Number 11 sends the ball back over. Number 3, Risa Olsen had a shot at that one, but the whistle had blown before she had her chance. We're still at set point for Waldorf. Waldorf leading 24-22. It's number 16, Coors, putting the ball into play. Looks like they were going to set for Olsen. Ball was set a little low, didn't get above the net. Awards the point to Alpha Omega. Alpha Omega 23, Waldorf 24-16. Nicole Coors with the serve. We're going to set right here. Risa Olsen gets through. Alpha Omega resets. Coors sends the ball over. Waldorf again looking for Olsen. Good opportunity there. Abby Stewart sends it back over. See if they set Olsen again. They do. Right down the middle. She finds the outside, but it's ruled out just outside the near sideline. 24 all. 24-24. Alpha Omega and Waldorf. Number 16, Nicole Coors, continues serve. Misplay by Waldorf. It's set point. Yes, it is set point. 25-24. Alpha Omega has a chance to pull even, one set apiece. Waldorf sets. They come to Risa Olsen. Kind of had a feeling they might. Good quick tip. Good job by number 5 that time. Seckel from keeping it up. Into the net. Point awarded Alpha Omega. Alpha Omega wins number 2. They win 26-24. We're all tied at one set apiece here in TAPS 2A Volleyball 2019 from Waco University High School. Thank you for joining us on TAPS TV and TAPS Radio.
Hi, we're thrilled to be here today with our new partner, Chipotle. And I'm here with Shane, and Shane is representing them here in Texas. And we're thrilled with this new partnership. Tell us a little bit about why Chipotle chose to be a partner with TAPS.
Yeah, so Chipotle understands the importance of nutrition, and so Chipotle has essentially started a whole new initiative of real food for real athletes. And Chipotle understands that athletes need to eat a little differently than the regular Joe, and so they are bringing proper nutrition and a little bit of education to the sports world.
And then tell us a little bit about what you're doing with the schools. Once you've met with the coaches here in the hospitality lounge at Volleyball, tell us what your goal is in interacting with our coaches and our families.
Yeah, so we're working to get into the schools to provide athletes education on the proper ways to eat. So we will talk to coaches, first get them to understand that what we're doing is going to be beneficial for their program, for them, and for their athletes. And so we will then go in, we'll talk to their athletes, we'll give nutrition talks, team talks, however that may be, and we'll talk to the athletes about macronutrients and the fuel that they put in their body.
Now, I understand that you guys are actually giving out trophies as well. Are you a good luck charm? Are you influencing who wins?
I don't know if I'm going to influence who wins, but I will sure be a great little token once they do win.
Absolutely. And perhaps if they've had real food for real athletes, they will win. Thank you, Shane.
A minute and a half left in the intermission. We're all tied up at one set apiece. Waldorf and Alpha Omega. Waldorf in their purple uniforms, Alpha Omega in their navy. We're ready to go to play in game number 3 to decide who will move on to tomorrow's championship game at 12:30. Thank you to Waco ISD and University High for hosting this year's championships. We're back to Waldorf with first serve. It's going to be number 10 for Waldorf. That's going to be Charlotte Brenner. She's been active on the baseline and she's been active at the net. We want to thank our partner NCSA, Next College Student Athletes Recruiting Network, connecting students and student athletes with college coaches nationwide. Learn more and find your best college fit by visiting ncsa.org. Number 10, Charlotte Brenner for Austin Waldorf starts us off in game number 3. Attacked that time by number 16, Coors. They're going to set Risa Olsen. Risa Olsen drives it to the court for a quick 1-0 lead for Waldorf. Brenner again goes back to the serve line. Coors from the far side. Ball goes in. Number 10, Brenner looked to play it, but the ball fell just at her feet. Ties us up at 1. Our first server for the Lions, number 16. That's going to be Nicole Coors. Waldorf plays it well. Brenner sends it back over. Number 12 sets number 7. That's Abby Stewart. Abby Stewart's ball sails long. 2-1 Waldorf. 2-1 Waldorf. Number 5, Miranda Sekel with the serve. Number 3, Risa Olsen on the attack. Now they set Brenner. Brenner goes deep. Good job by Coors to corral it. We come to the far side. Ball was called out. It was number 6, Kara Walker with the hit. Seems like we have a correction. It's 2-2. That point was awarded Alpha Omega. Abby Stewart with the serve. Ball plays high. Everything's live. They've got to dodge it, see what they can do. Number 16, Coors, gets it back over the net. Now we set Risa Olsen. Olsen again fights through the block for the point. Waldorf 3, Alpha Omega 2. It's going to be number 11, Daisy Palmer with the serve for Waldorf. Abby Stewart with the serve receive. Number 11, that's number 11, Jaden Verrier. Earns the point for Alpha Omega. We're tied up at 3. Number 4, Jessica Coors. Good receive that time by Waldorf. They play it wide to Risa Olsen. Good correction. Abby Stewart couldn't get the ball over the net. It's going to be point Waldorf. Waldorf 4, Alpha Omega 3. Olsen now with the serve. Risa Olsen with the serve. Good receive. Lines are set. That was number 8. That was Natalie Rex with a hit. Waldorf able to contain, sends the ball back over. Alpha Omega resets. This time it's number 11 with the hit, and it's in. That's a good hit and a good kill by Jaden Verrier. Ties our score at 4 apiece. Number 11, Verrier scored that. Now she comes back to serve. We're all tied, 4 apiece. Good job by the Lions to keep the ball alive. See what Waldorf can set up. We're going far side to number 10. They went to Brenner. Lions able to keep the ball in play across the court. We're going to set again to Brenner. Brenner with the tip this time and able to find the ground. Score, Waldorf 5, Alpha Omega 4. Number 4, that's going to be Eva McGuire coming to serve. Number 4, Eva McGuire. Ball sails wide, sails out. We're all tied at 5. Number 8, Natalie Rex. She'll be our next server for Alpha Omega. See where Natalie decides to go. She's a senior middle. Coach Hudson gives her the sign. Deep into the near corner, able to receive. This goes back to the Lions. Lions now set number 16 Coors. Olsen unable to control. Point, Alpha Omega. Alpha Omega takes the lead 6-5 over the Waldorf School of Austin. Again, Natalie Rex, number 8, our senior middle to serve. Sails wide. 6 all, 6 apiece. See who we're going to send back to serve. We have a sub in. It's going to be number 8, Ruby Tunney. Ruby Tunney with the serve, number 8. She goes to the far side. Right-handed service, straight down the middle deep. Miscommunication, didn't have anyone covering. Waldorf takes a 7-6 lead. Waldorf 7, Alpha Omega 6. Ruby Tunney with the serve. Net and falls short. It's awful hard to corral after it clips the net. 8-6, Waldorf with the lead. Tunney with the serve, Waldorf with the lead, 8-6. Ball played over by number 11. Number 10, that's going to be Charlotte Brenner with the tip. Waldorf 9, Alpha Omega 6. The short balls and the little touches are becoming a hard play right now for Alpha Omega. They're going to need to collect themselves, see if they can get back in this one. Unable to contain serve, 10-6 Waldorf. Timeout. Timeout by Coach Hudson and the Alpha Omega Academy. Waldorf 10, Alpha Omega 6. Thank you for joining us here on TAPS TV and TAPS Radio. We appreciate you joining us for the TAPS 2A State Championship Semifinals Volleyball 2019.
Aiden loves playing baseball. He's in his element when he picks up a baseball bat.
When Aiden tore his ACL last year, we were all devastated. We didn't think that a 13-year-old could have a problem such as that.
Children's Health Andrews Institute for Orthopedic and Sports Medicine not only repaired Aiden's ACL, but they gave him the knowledge and skills to prevent any future injuries.
Now, less than a year later, he's back to hitting homers and doing phenomenal.
Trainers from Children's Health Andrews Institute, quick on the job over there, attending to Natalie Rex. See how long she has to stay out. It is going to be a serve by Ruby Tunney. Ruby Tunney with the serve for Waldorf, leading 10-6 here in set number 3. Ball kept in play. Coors unable to corral. Point Waldorf. Waldorf 11, Alpha Omega 6. Tunney with the serve and the lead, 11-6. Sails long, flags up. Point, Alpha Omega. Alpha Omega 7, serving 11. It's going to be number 12, Allie Brenton with the serve. Brenton sends the ball deep and too deep. Flag goes up, out. Alpha Omega 7, 12 for Waldorf. Waldorf with the serve. This is going to be number 10. This is going to be Charlotte Brenner. Brenner deep. Serving from almost the near sideline. She brings the ball cross court. Good service receive. This number 16 Coors with the attack. Couldn't get it over the net. Point Waldorf. Waldorf 13, Alpha Omega 7. Again, number 10, Charlotte Brenner with the serve. Good receive. Coors with the attack. Good job by the Waldorf team of recovery. That's Risa Olsen with the hit. Sent cross court. Attacked by number 11, Jaden Verrier. Here comes Olsen. Hits through the block. Ball's played deep. That's number 11, Verrier again. Olsen and Verrier, they're going at it one-on-one almost. 16, Coors sends the ball deep to the far side. Recovered. Here comes Olsen again. Good job that time by Alpha Omega. They're able to control and send the ball back over. Number 7 goes cross court. That was Ruby Bledsoe. Number 11, Barrier, pushes the ball forward. We're going to set Risa Olsen. Risa Olsen for the kill. Waldorf 14, Alpha Omega 7. Number 10, Charlotte Brenner, 14-7. She's serving for Austin Waldorf School. Good serve receive. See if they can set from the back row. Number 6, that was Kara Walker. We're going to set Risa Olsen again. She finds Walker. Ball sent across by number 4, Jessica Kors. We're going to set Olsen. Olsen tips, finds the block. Waldorf again tips. This time past the block, unable to get there. Point Waldorf. Waldorf 15, Alpha Omega 7. Number 10, Brenner, continues at the service line. Good job by Kors. Little low. Point Waldorf. 16-7. Waldorf over Alpha Omega. Timeout. Alpha Omega. Thank you for joining us on TAPS Radio and TAPS TV for this 2A semifinal contest. Austin Waldorf 16, Alpha Omega 7 in Game 3. We're all tied up at 1 game apiece. Thank you for joining us on TAPS Radio and TAPS TV. With his last-minute instructions. Good receive that time. We're setting to the near side to number 4. That was Kors. Ball recovered, number 10. Good attack that time by Waldorf. This time we're looking to set Abby Stewart. Block is in place. 17 for Waldorf, 7 for Alpha Omega. Number 10, Charlotte Brenner returns to serve. Number 11, Jaden Verrier awaiting serve. They've gone to her the last couple of times. This time they change it up and go to Kors. Ball sent deep. Number 6, Kara Walker, unable to clear the net. It's 18-7 Waldorf. Alpha Omega trying to regroup. They need to make a stop here. Brenner sends the ball in deep. That's number 7, Abby Stewart. One-handed recovery there. Good job by number 3, Risa Olsen, at the net on a slow ball, able to score. 19 for Waldorf, 7 for Alpha Omega. Waldorf has come out with a vengeance on this one after leading big and giving up game number 2. They've come out striking hard in game number 3. Number 10, Charlotte Brenner with the serve. Good return. Looks like we're setting Stewart. Stewart with the hit. Stewart with the point. Waldorf 19, Alpha Omega 8. That was number 7, Ruby Bledsoe with the big hit to fight through the block. Waldorf 20, Alpha Omega 8. Number 5, Miranda Siegel. Miranda puts the ball in play. Abby Stewart with the reception. Abby Stewart coming back with a hit. Flags down. It's in. Alpha Omega 9, Austin Waldorf 20, and Abby Stewart, after that big hit, will now serve. Abby Stewart, number 7, with the serve, down 9-20. Good job of serve receive. They set Risa Olson. Olson this time aiming long, went long. See if we have a touch. No touch called. It's 10 Alpha Omega, 20 Austin Waldorf. Stewart to serve. Good serve receive. We're up, we're set. It's Risa Olson blocked at the net. They'll set her again. Tries to power through. Ball off the block goes out of bounds. Austin Waldorf 21, Alpha Omega 10. Number 11, Daisy Palmer with the serve. Palmer serves, Coors receives. Ball goes up. Natalie Rex fights through the block for the point. 21 for Austin Waldorf, 11 for Alpha Omega. Number 4, Jessica Coors steps back to serve. Waldorf receives, ball set wide. Risa Olson, ball finds the ground for a point. Waldorf 22, Alpha Omega 11. That's Risa Olson with the serve. Receive goes over. See where they set. They're setting to the far side to number 10. Number 10 was Brenner. Brenner's ball played deep. Ball goes back over the net. It's another attack by Brenner. Good option there for Alpha Omega. Alpha Omega number 16, Coors, sends the ball over. This time they set number 12. They were setting number 12, Theo Morin. Ball pushed over. They're coming back to the far side. It's number 10, Brenner. She goes deep and she goes in. Point, Waldorf. Waldorf 23. Alpha Omega 11. Risa Olson has been all over the court today. She'll now serve with a 23-11 lead in game number 3. Good receive set up. It's going to be number 11 with the hit. That's Verrier. Now number 10, Brenner for Waldorf. Waldorf able to keep it up. Olson sends it over. We're going to set Natalie Rex, but no, it's number 11, Verrier. Ball stays in play. Number 10, Brenner able to get over but unable to clear the block. Point, Alpha Omega. Our score, Austin Waldorf 23. Alpha Omega 12. Number 11, Jaden Verrier with the serve. Verrier looks deep down the middle. We set to the near side to number 4. That was McGuire. They set to number 4 on the other side. Number 4, Jessica Coors, blocked at the net. Point goes Austin Waldorf. We're at set point, 24-12. Number 4, Eva McGuire to serve for the set. Serve receive handled well. We're coming to the near side to Coors. Coors sends the ball deep and it's in. 24-13 Waldorf. It's going to be number 8, Natalie Rex, serving for Alpha Omega. Natalie Rex sends the ball in. Waldorf looks like they're setting Brenner. Brenner comes deep. No touch at the net. Point, Alpha Omega. Score, 24 Waldorf, 14 Alpha Omega. Number 8, Natalie Rex returns to serve. Serve to the net. Game. Third set is over. Alpha Omega goes down 14-15 in number 3. Waldorf has a 2-1 game lead as we go into the 4th set. Thank you for joining us on TAPS TV.
Hi, we're thrilled to be here today with our new partner, Chipotle. And I'm here with Shane, and Shane is representing them here in Texas. And we're thrilled with this new partnership. Tell us a little bit about why Chipotle chose to be a partner with TAPS.
Yeah, so Chipotle understands the importance of nutrition, and so Chipotle has essentially started a whole new initiative of real food for real athletes. And Chipotle understands that athletes need to eat a little differently than the regular Joe. And so they are bringing proper nutrition and a little bit of education to the sports world.
And then tell us a little bit about what you're doing with the schools. Once you've met with the coaches here in the hospitality lounge at Volleyball, tell us what your goal is in interacting with our coaches and our families.
Yeah, so we're working to get into the schools to provide athletes education on the proper ways to eat. So we will talk to coaches, first get them to understand that what we're doing is going to be beneficial for their program, for them, and for their athletes. And so we will then go in, we'll talk to their athletes, we'll give nutrition talks, team talks, however that may be, and we'll talk to the athletes about macronutrients and the fuel that they put in their body.
Now, I understand that you guys are actually giving out trophies as well. Are you a good luck charm? Are you influencing who wins?
I don't know if I'm going to influence who wins, but I will sure be a great little token once they do win.
Absolutely. And perhaps if they've had real food for real athletes, they will win. Thank you, Shane.
Our officials concur. Our teams return to the court. 1 minute left in this intermission between sets 3 and 4. Number 16, Nicole Kors, will lead us off with serve. Both crowds trying to rally their support for their girls. Our officials are back in place. Here we go, Nicole Kors to send us into game number 4. Kors with the serve. Good job that time to serve receive. We go to Risa Olsen, and she scores the first point of the game for Austin Waldorf. Waldorf 1, Alpha Omega 0. Number 5, Miranda Sekel to serve. Sekel serves. Received well. Ball is now set for Abby Stewart. Abby Stewart comes in, and it's in. Flag went down immediately. Point granted. Trying to figure out which way if they're overruling on the touch. All the officials are talking. Point awarded to Waldorf. Waldorf with a 2-0 lead. That was number 5, Miranda Sekel with serve. Waldorf now on the attack. They find Risa Olsen off the block. Reset, number 4. That's going to be Kors sending it over. This time they set Olsen right down the middle, and she's up to the task. Kill Risa Olsen. Waldorf 3, Alpha Omega 0. Sekel puts the ball in play. Kors from the back line. Good recovery. Here we go. Risa Olsen off the block. See if Alpha Omega can mount a charge. They get it over the net. Save. Olsen with the touch. Back over the top. The block for Alpha Omega unsuccessful. Here comes Olsen from the near side. Good job of bringing it back to the middle. It's a 4-0 lead for Waldorf School. Number 5, Miranda Sekel again with the serve. She goes deep in the middle, finds Rex. Ball set to the far side to number 11, Barrier. Ball put in the air. Let's see if Olsen can do anything in the middle. She's able to tip it over. Ball's reset. Abby Stewart sends it deep. Good job on both sides. We're looking for Olsen again. She sends the ball deep. Rex again up to the task. This ball set for number 4. That's number 4, Jessica Kors with the hit. And the point. Finally get off the 0. It's 1 for Alpha Omega, 4 for Waldorf. One serving four, Abby Stewart to serve. Abby Stewart, number 7 in blue, puts the ball into play. Good pickup. Again, they go to Olson. She's been the go-to gal today. Rex sends the ball high. Number 11, Verrier sends it over. Good stop. Olson tips over. See what the Lions can do. They mount. The defense was up to the task. We reset. Number 11 pushes high. Olson with the hit off the Alpha Omega player. 5-1 is our score. 5 for Waldorf, 1 for Alpha Omega. They continue to set Olson at every opportunity. Number 12, Theo Morin returns to play for Waldorf. Waldorf, number 11, that's going to be Daisy Palmer with the serve. Finds the net. Score Alpha Omega 2, Waldorf 5. Number 4 to serve, Jessica Kors. Number 4, Jessica Kors serves. Good recovery that time. Number 3, looking to serve. Called on the whistle. It was a double. We have the serve again by Jessica Kors, down 3-5. Here comes Olson through the block. Sent back over, see if what Waldorf can do. They reset to the far side this time. That was number 4. Now, number 11 with the attack. Number 11, Jaden Verrier, able to get the ball down for Alpha Omega. Our score, Alpha Omega 4, Waldorf 5, here in Game 4. Waldorf with the tip. That was Olson. She's able to go over the top, see if they call her into the net. Point Waldorf. Olson to serve, up 6-4 here in Game 4. That's Kors, number 16 with the hit. Ball set back into play by Waldorf. Olson from deep, and it's in. Point Waldorf. Our score, Waldorf 7, Alpha Omega 4. Olson with the serve, received well, ball sent up. It was going to be Rex, and now it's 11 Verrier. Verrier fights through the block. Ball set to the near side to number 10. Number 10 was Charlotte Brenner. Now we have miscommunication, but the Lions able to get it over. This time we're going to set for number 4. Block. Eva McGuire's shot was blocked by the Lions for a point. Lions 5, Waldorf 7. Number 11 steps back to serve, Jaden Verrier. Jaden Verrier, 5 serving 7. Alpha Omega puts the ball in play. Net serve. Waldorf with the serve. That's number 4, Eva McGuire. Eva McGuire serving 8, serving 5. Ball sent into play right down the middle. Good return. We're setting number 16, Kors, on the far side. On the whistle, point awarded Waldorf. Waldorf 9, Alpha Omega 5. It's going to be 8 Rex sending the ball across court. That was a good job by number 12 of Theo Morin to get to it, but unable to keep it in the court. Our score, Alpha Omega 6, Waldorf 9. Number 8, Natalie Rex with the serve. Natalie sends it deep down the middle. It's an attack by number 10. Brenner got it up, good save. That's number 4, sending the ball back into play. Kors, good job at the net both ways. You had Risa Olson coming from the back line, unable to connect. Alpha Omega 7, Waldorf 9. Number 8, Natalie Rex continues at serve. Set for number 7, block at the net. Ball pushed forward. See what Alpha Omega can do. They were looking at 16. Kors off the fingertips of Charlotte Brenner. Brenner was in position, unable to control. It's a 1-point game. Alpha Omega 8, Waldorf 9 here in game number 4. Rex sends the ball in. Olsen's able to receive. Quick push over by number 11. Alpha Omega number 11. Verrier with the hit. Number 10, Brenner. Ball goes over. Kors sends it back in. See if we reset. We do. Right back to number 10 with the tip. Alpha Omega able to control. Abby Stewart sends it over. Olsen picks up the ball. Number 10 sends it back deep. See what the Lions can do. They push across. Stewart with the touch. Here we go. We set for number 10. That was Charlotte Brenner. Able to control. They go deep to Kors. A lift has been called. Point Waldorf. Waldorf 10. Alpha Omega 8. Looks like we have number 8, Ruby Tunney, entering the contest. Number 8, Ruby Tunney for Waldorf. Hard down the near side. Alpha Omega sets. Number 11, Verrier. Ball's now reset to number 10, Brenner on the near side. Fights through the block. They were going to set Kors. They do on the far side. Good block that time by Waldorf. Pushed back over. Waldorf resets. Ball over the top. Quick push that time by number 11, Daisy Palmer. Good hit from the back row by Risa Olsen. Good job. Good job by Waldorf. See if it stays in. It does not. It's going to be point Alpha Omega. Waldorf has players going to ground everywhere, unable to get the ball in. Good job, though, for the defensive hustle. Waldorf still leads 10-9. Number 12, Allie Brenton steps back to serve. Alpha Omega with the serve. That's number 7 with the touch. Unable to find the ground. Number 11, Verrier from the back row. Verrier is in. Jaden Verrier ties it at 10. Number 12, Allie Brenton with the serve. Good serve receive. We're going to set to this near side to number 10 to Brenner. Unable to clear. Number 4 sends it back over. That was Kors. Back on the Lions side, Abby Stewart comes off the far back corner. Reese Olsen was able to get a hand on it, but unable to control as it went off the basketball goal. Alpha Omega is taking a 12-10 lead here in game number 4, trailing 1-2. Ball set into play. Unable to get there. She went low, she went hard. That was number 8, Ruby Tunney, made a valiant effort, unable to control. We find a timeout by Coach Cisneros of the Austin Waldorf School. Our score, Austin Waldorf 10, Alpha Omega 12. Third game on TAPS TV and TAPS Radio. Thank you for joining us for today's
Aiden loves playing baseball. He's in his element when he picks up a baseball bat.
When Aiden tore his ACL last year, we were all devastated. We didn't think that a 13-year-old could have a problem such as that.
Children's Health Andrews Institute for Orthopedic and Sports Medicine not only repaired Aiden's ACL, but they gave him the knowledge and skills to prevent any future injuries.
Now, less than a year later, he's back to hitting homers and doing phenomenal.
Waldorf, they're ready. They're standing awaiting the serve. Waldorf ready. Officials are ready. Number 12, Allie Brenton with the serve. Alpha Omega making their charge. Behind Brenton's serve, they're up 12-10. We come near side to Brenner. Brenner goes deep, corralled, pushed back over by number 12. This time unable to control, goes out of bounds. Off the block. It's going to be point Waldorf. Waldorf 11, Alpha Omega 12. Risa Olson, she's back on the front line. Let's see what she can do. Number 10, Charlotte Brenner with the serve. 11 serving 12. Serve received well. We're going to reset to the near side to Coors. Coors finds number 10, Brenner. Risa Olson from the front line. Good hustle by Rex to keep it in play. They reset. Olson in the middle. Goes through the block. Alpha Omega resets. Number 7. Good shot trying to go cross court by Bledsoe. They find Abby Stewart. She goes long. There's a little confusion, but it's long. Point Waldorf. We're tied at 12 here in game number 4. 12 all. That's number 10, Charlotte Brenner putting it in play. See where they go. They go to number 4. That's Jessica Coors. Now we're going to reset Olson on the front end, and she hammers the ball through the defender. Waldorf 13, Alpha Omega 12, 13-12. A Waldorf lead. Number 10, Charlotte Brenner with the serve. Good serve received that time by Verrier. They were looking for Coors. Coors fights through the block. Ball goes to ground. It's 13 all. We're tied at 13. Alpha Omega number 16. That's Nicole Coors with the serve. Good job of getting the ball up. This time they come back again to Risa Olson. Block at the net. Point Alpha Omega. Alpha Omega leads 14-13. Nicole Coors with the serve. Ball played long on receive. Good net play. See which way they call it. They called the lift. Lift called. Ties us at 14. Number 5. That's going to be Miranda Segal with the score, with the serve. Number 5, Miranda Segal with the serve. Good recovery by Rex. They set it up. I thought they were going to go to Stewart, but no, it's Verrier. Ball sent long. Waldorf was able to get a couple of hands on it, but unable to keep it in the field to play. It's Alpha Omega 15 and Waldorf 14 here in game number 4. Olson rallying her teammates. Number 6, our libero, Kara Walker with the serve. See if they come back. They do. They're looking for Olson every time now. She brings the heat, tied at 15. Number 11 steps back to serve as Daisy Palmer. Number 12 re-entering the court is Theo Morin. Ruby Tunney out, Theo Morin in for Waldorf. Ball sent deep, played, ball goes up. Verrier with the kill. 16-15, Alpha Omega. 16-15, Alpha Omega number 4, Jessica Coors with the serve. Ball played over to Alpha Omega. Alpha Omega sets. It's not Rex. It's Verrier, and Verrier brings it. Good job by Segal to get it back up. Set for Risa Olson. Good job by the Lady Lions. Sent back over by Walker. See where they set. Good set to the middle for Olson, and she tips. Good recovery. We go wide to Verrier. Verrier with the tip. Waldorf able to control. Tip by Olson over. See what the Lions do. They go wide to Verrier. Good job at the net both ways, keeping the ball in play. Blocks everywhere. We go up to Rex. Rex is blocked at the net by Olson and number 4, Eva McGuire. That's going to be a point Waldorf. We're tied at 16 here in game number 4. Risa Olson back to serve. Risa Olson with the serve. We're tied at 16 all here in game number 4. Good job of receive on the Lions' part. Number 16, Coors, sends it over to Olson. Olson sets it up. We have an attack. coming by Brenner. She's unable to get there, set a little too close to the net. That point goes to Alpha Omega. Alpha Omega takes the 17-16 lead. So number 11 back to serve. This is Jaden Verrier. Ball goes over. Now we're going to set number 10, Brenner. Brenner goes deep to Verrier. Verrier keeps the ball in play. Number 4, Core, sends the ball over to Olson. Set low, but Brenner's able to chase it down. Ball goes out. It was good hustle on number 10's part, Charlotte Brenner, but unable to bring it back into field of play. It's now a 2-point lead. We have Jaden Verrier with the serve, up 18-16. Ball played up, see which way we go. We're going back to 10, Brenner. Brenner blocked at the net. Ball goes down on the Waldorf side. It's 19-16 Alpha Omega. 19-16 Alpha Omega. Number 11, Verrier with the serve. Timeout, Austin Waldorf. Coach Cisneros takes this timeout. Thank you for joining us for the 2A State Semifinal at Volleyball 2019 from Waco, Texas, here on TAPS TV. Here we go. Jaden Verrier up 19-16, trying to get to that 5th game. Ball's put into play. Good job. We're going to set Brenner on the near side. She comes hard. She goes back off of Verrier. That time Brenner said, I'll take care of business, and brings it to 17-19, a 2-point deficit as Eva McGuire steps to the service line for Waldorf. McGuire with the serve. Lions set, they go to Coors, number 16, off of a Waldorf player. Score, Waldorf 17, Alpha Omega 20. Alpha Omega trying to extend into the 5th set. Number 8, Natalie Rex with the serve. Olson unable to get there. It's 21-17, Alpha Omega. Rex again with the serve. Rex goes middle. This time Olson's able to contain. Olson from the back row tips over. Good job by Alpha Omega. They reset with Coors. Coors fights through the block. It's brought back into play. Number 11, Verrier sends it over. See where we go. We go to 10, Brenner. Brenner tips instead of hits. It is a point for Waldorf. Waldorf 18, Alpha Omega 21. It's a 3-point deficit. See who's going back to serve. It's going to be number 8, Ruby Tunney, entering the contest again. Ruby Tunney, number 8, with the serve for Waldorf, down 18-21. Ball played off of Rex. Ball goes back up. See if Rex can send it over, and she does. Good stop that time by Brenner. Brenner now on the attack. Tried to go cross court, but it's picked up. This time we have Verrier from the back end. She comes forward. Good job. Waldorf setting for number 10, Brenner. Brenner comes off the block. The Lions are able to get it back over. Rex was able to push. See where we go. We're going to go to number 7. Number 7 with the kill. That was Ruby Bledsoe. Bledsoe ran around the set and was able to score. 19 Waldorf, 21 Alpha Omega. Timeout, Alpha Omega. Thank you for joining us on TAPS TV and TAPS Radio for today's contest. Teams return to play. Our service will be number 8. Number 8 is Ruby Tunney. She trails 19-21. Ball clips the net, made it hard. Lions recover, 16 Coors, sends the ball. It's out. Point Waldorf. Waldorf 20, Alpha Omega 21. Alpha Omega literally fighting for their game life. They're down 2-1. Ruby Tunney trying to bring Waldorf even. They're down 20-21 in this fourth game. Sends the ball deep. Verrier. We're going to set Coors. Coors comes cross court. It falls in untouched. Alpha Omega point. Alpha Omega 22. Waldorf 20. Number 12, Allie Brenton sends us into play. Ball is recovered. That's number 5, Sickle, getting the ball over the deal. Here we go, 16 Coors. Sickle again. They're going to set over here to the near side, Brenner. Brenner comes cross court and hard. Charlotte Brenner, number 10, a senior outside hitter. She does love to go cross court, and she scores. It's 21 for Waldorf, 22 for Alpha Omega here in game number 4. Number 10, Charlotte Brenner, after the kill. She comes forward with the serve. Verrier, ball set to Coors. Coors goes deep, recovery. Now we're going to go Risa Olsen in the front. Point awarded. Waldorf, we're tied at 22. Brenner continues serve. I'm assuming rotation error because the whistle blew very quickly. 23-22 Waldorf. 23-22 Waldorf, trying to serve it out. Timeout, Alpha Omega. Coach Hudson's going to try to rally them one last time. They fought back valiantly. They had a lead, but now they trail by 1 in the deciding 4th set. Alpha Omega needs to pull this one out to stay in the match.
Aiden loves playing baseball. He's in his element when he picks up a baseball bat.
When Aiden tore his ACL last year, we were all devastated. We didn't think that a 13-year-old could have a problem such as that.
Children's Health Andrews Institute for Orthopedic and Sports.
Number 10, senior Charlotte Brenner with the ball in her hand to serve, leading 23-22, game number 4, trying to close out this match. Sends the ball in deep, Verrier. Now we're going to set Verrier coming from the back row. Good job by Olsen to kick it up. Olsen from the middle, score, 24-22. Game and match point. Brenner serving for the match. See if the senior can close it out for Waldorf. Comes cross court. Verrier able to get down. Number 7, Abby Stewart sends it wide. Match. Waldorf wins 25-22 in set number 4. Alpha Omega fought valiantly but unable to get over the top. After a brief intermission, we'll have our Final 4 ceremonies here from Waco University High. For the Final 4, we'll award Alpha Omega their Final 4 awards here momentarily. Thank you to our officials from Tasso. Excellent job of calls all day long, continued into this match. Austin Waldorf got ahead, gave it up, got ahead, gave it up, and continued to fight. Good job that time by the Lady Lions of Alpha Omega. They made it to the Final 4, an excellent season. We have Kevin Lewis from Chipotle, TAP's newest partner. Chipotle, real food for real athletes. Coach Hudson will now drape her players. Thank you for joining us for today's contest here on TAPS TV. Congratulations again to Huntsville Alpha Omega Academy for earning their Final Four berth. Caps an excellent season for the young ladies. A lot of hard work to get here. As we go forward, again, Coach Janice Hudson, Alpha Omega Academy, awarding her medals to number 3, Josephine McMahon, a junior outside hitter. Number 4, Jessica Kors, a junior outside hitter and setter. Number 5, Mia Smith, a freshman middle. Number 6, Kara Walker, she's a junior libero. Number 7, Abby Stewart, a junior middle. Number 8, Natalie Rex, a senior middle. Number 10, Shelby Atkins, a freshman setter. Number 11, Jaden Verrier, senior outside hitter. Number 12, Allie Brenton, a senior setter. And number 16, Nicole Kors, a junior outside hitter. Congratulations, ladies, on an excellent season that concluded here in the Final Four, TAPS 2A Volleyball 2019. Austin Waldorf will now await the winner of our next semifinal to be played tomorrow for the championship at 12:30 here at University High in Waco, Texas. Thank you again for joining us on TAPS TV and TAPS Radio for today's contest.